Honorable Men Discord. DJ Akademiks gets disrespected. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new, I would never cower.
As always, welcome to another episode. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get straight to it. So, DJ Akademiks was a part of a panel in New Jersey, and it was for Figmunity. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what Figmunity was. I looked it up, and it seems to be some of the cast that was formerly a part of the No Jumper podcast. They came together and they have their own podcast called Figmunity. So I guess they had a live show, a live taping. It actually does say live show in NYC, and DJ Akademiks was a part of it. So I was trying to look up material to understand what exactly transpired that led up to this. And oddly enough, it seems as though there was some type of prior disagreements between certain cast members of Figmunity and DJ Akademiks. When at the time when they were a part of No Jumper, I guess they didn't like the behavior of DJ Akademiks when he was once a guest on No Jumper. They felt as though he disrespected Adam 22. And in addition to that, I think he may have said something indirectly or directly about them. So they had their reservations about DJ Akademiks. And the reason why I'm bringing all this up is because, again, I was trying to make sense of what exactly is going on. It's one thing for people to post images of an event and someone yelling at DJ Akademiks or yelling at anybody for that matter, but I like to know what exactly is going on. So when I went to Figmunity's page, one of the first videos at the time of my search, it seems as though, again, they were speaking on the fact that they didn't like their encounter with DJ Akademiks. I guess he came across real like he was trying to bully Adam 22, and some of the members from Figmunity felt as though, like, why was that happening to Adam 22 when they don't believe Akademiks is built like that. And so where am I going with this? Where I'm going with this is that I'm not understanding how DJ Akademiks found himself on stage with members of Figmunity when there was a little bit of tension in the air. Maybe they hashed it out over the phone. I have no idea, because, again, the only thing that's posted is him getting yelled at by someone in the crowd. But what you need to pay attention to is the fact that whilst he's getting yelled at in the crowd, it's not as though any member of the panel from Figmunity was saying anything to the person or trying to remove the microphone or saying calm down. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is because I don't believe they really care to, because of the prior experiences with DJ Akademiks. Now, I'm not saying whether Akademiks or Figmunity is right or wrong. That's not what I'm here to say. What I'm here to say is, first and foremost, I believe that we live in a culture of when you make a certain amount of money, you start to feel as though you're larger than life. There's people out there that fall victim to the whole power, the idea of power, and the feeling of power. And in this case, I feel like Akademiks at times displays behavior of someone who is exploiting the fact that he's financially in a good space. And that's just my observation of it. If you disagree with it, I'll see you in the comments. But I think at times he seems to say things with the bravado that may not really be the type of bravado he carries with him 24/7 or at all times. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is this is a very dangerous behavior to have, because when you're successful, it's a good thing. Does it put you in positions of power? Absolutely. But I just advise people to just remain grounded and don't lose yourself, because you have the means and you have the finances that many don't have, doesn't mean that you could just speak to people any way that you feel like it. And this is aside from whatever has said to Adam 22. You know, this is not the first time DJ Akademiks has said outlandish things to other people. And what I'm trying to point out is that always remain grounded, always remain humble, be appreciative of the fact that you're in a position that many aren't in, and it's a blessing. And just always maintain a level of respect as a man. And that's my suggestion from this before I play the video. And the reason why I'm not jumping into playing the video is because the video is really not that long, I'll be honest with you. But there's something to be learned from situations like this. It's very dangerous to just be disrespectful, because for one, when you're disrespectful, especially behind your phone screen, behind your computer screen, your computer monitor, you're at home on your gamer chair or whatever setup you may have, just understand that when you go out into the real world, there's people who will make time to see you. And I'm not saying that to scare anyone. I'm just saying, just be careful out there. You know, I suggest that every man leads with respect. Respect goes a very long way. It's not, there's nothing wrong with showing respect, giving respect, being respectful, having manners. You know, I said I was going to do an episode of manners, and I will do an episode of manners. At one point I did start it, but I didn't like the direction it was going. I didn't like what I pieced together, so I scrapped it. But it's okay to have manners as a grown man, you know, whether you're well off or you're not. All right, because no matter how invincible you may feel you are, you know, there's someone out there that when you least expect it might try to harm you, you know. And again, I'm not saying this to scare anyone, but I'm just trying to make individuals realize the world that we live in. If you haven't been watching, or you don't watch the news, or you haven't been looking at the world around you, it's real out there, you know. And for me, when I saw this clip and I did the research about Figmunity, and then I watched the video that they posted on their page, I said to myself, how did he end up even on stage with them? Now, it's possible like they ironed whatever situation out, and you know he wanted to be a guest. I don't even know how it came to be. I really don't know. If anyone knows how it came to be, please let me know in the comments. I just feel like it wasn't a good idea for him to even be there in the first place, given the fact that they really didn't have a strong relationship. Now, this might have been a business thing, you know, a business dealing, which is a strong possibility, but it's never a good idea to do ventures with individuals that you may not fully have a relationship with, and an understanding, and a mutual respect. If there's not mutual respect, it's not really a good idea to do something with individuals that may not necessarily respect you. Now, again, I don't know whether or not things change, but based on the video that I saw on their page, it seems like they really don't have much respect for Akademiks, which makes me understand why when somebody was yelling at him and basically disrespecting him, no one tried to like intervene and just calm the situation down. They kind of just like, you know, seemed like they were all smiling and enjoying it, and that's not a good position to be in. But again, you know, Akademiks, at times he makes his bed, so he has to lie in it. All I'm saying is, if you know you're going to be the type of person that's out there not being humble, you're disrespectful, then don't put yourself in positions where you're around people that you may have disrespected, maybe indirectly or directly. You know, it's just not a smart idea. But let me go into the two videos that I have queued up, and then I'll just pretty much wrap this up.
Where he at? Tell him to come in front of the stage. Where he at? Oh, go to the front of the stage. Where he at? Oh, you gotta walk up now. Oh, you gotta come now. Come outside. Yo, the nigga talking, you can't see him. Come on stage. You pussy, nigga. I'm pussy, I can't see you. I'm pussy, I can't see you. I can't see you. Oh, walk your ass to the front of the stage, nigga. What up? Yeah, walk to the front of the stage.
All right, this next clip, Now, I'm not sure if this guy is the one that he was calling out and he walked to the front of the stage.
They don't really like that though. They don't really like that though. Don't play with me, pussy boy. They don't really like that though. Don't play with me. Don't call me up here to give me out my daddy back. You pussy, nigga. Don't save this nigga. That's why you gonna put pulls on this nigga, nigga. We gonna put pulls on that nigga. Y'all keep real. Don't save that pussy, nigga. They can't save me from the Jersey. Don't save that pussy. They can't save me from the Jersey. He ain't from LA. They can't save me from the Jersey. He ain't from LA, you pussy, nigga. I ain't saying shit.
All right, so obviously, if DJ Akademiks was a part of the live event by Figmunity, they made amends to a degree. Do I think they would have allowed the guy to get on stage and beat up Akademiks? No, I don't think so. Do I think DJ Akademiks has security? Absolutely. I don't think he went to that event without security. They're probably behind stage, maybe. But again, me personally, just going off of what I saw that they expressed on their page, I definitely wouldn't have gone to an event with them. And, you know, that's not to say that they had any ill intentions, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I just wouldn't have done it. But that's me. I don't know what anyone else's thoughts is, but my best advice for DJ Akademiks is just to remain humble and just to knock it off. You know, you're well off. Everyone knows you're well off, but that doesn't mean that it's okay to disrespect people. Now, he called the guy to the stage, so I don't have anything to say about the guy saying what he said, because Akademiks was standing on his energy. Maybe he was standing on it because he knows he's on stage with the other members, with the members of Figmunity, and he knew that, you know, they wouldn't let it get out of control. But why do that? Why put yourself in positions where it can go left and not in your favor? First of all, everybody in the crowd has cellular phones, so you know people can record it. So that's probably why he locked in and tried to rebuttal the guy with that type of energy. Probably out of it just being embarrassed, you know, because he knows people are going to pull out their phone and record this and post it. And he's not going to look like he's in control of the situation. He's looking more like the victim. But I don't know. I just think he needs to just change some of his behavior online when he's doing his own personal show or when he's on the other people's show. It just doesn't make sense to be having situations like this when you go to an event. I'm pretty sure he didn't go to an event looking to argue with someone in the crowd, but these things happen because of his behavior when he's on his own platform, you know. But that's my thoughts on this. If anyone has anything to add, you know, more detail on this, I'll see you in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think DJ Akademiks is at fault for his prior behavior? Do you think it was wise for him to do an event with Figmunity, despite having had some negative relations with them from comments he may have said, or his behavior towards Adam 22, which they were loyal to Adam 22 at one point? What's your thoughts on this? That's all I have on this actual event that took place in New York. I thought it was in New Jersey. They're saying it's showing here that's World Live in New York. So I guess it was somewhere in New York. But that's my thoughts on this. As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.